Welcome back to the TNEC cast, episode 38. Your boy Shuff with the man, the weapon K. We are the TNEC cast. You know, like always, we got to get the housekeeping out the way. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all those good things. And the best thing about those things, free, yeah. So just please continue to do that. We appreciate it. Real quick, shout out Uncle Sam's Reject. That's my man. Check his YouTube channel out, gaming channel. You go to the so real quick, go to the Hawaii Tech episode, because basically he does these different in the different college football dynasty. So we did one based on a fictitious school, Hawaii Tech, and I was the star of it. So
my man.
Yeah. So it's pretty dope. So speaking of dope, Kay, how you feeling, brother?
I am chilling, dog. I am chilling. Had a good Thanksgiving. I had some banana pudding. And that's pretty much it. What you have for Thanksgiving? We ain't even talk about Thanksgiving, man.
Thanksgiving, shouldn't have had the macaroni and cheese, because I was wondering why I was so bloated the next day. I was at macaroni and cheese, and then like an idiot, I had 2 servings of it. So, but I had some turkey. You know what I mean? Yeah. Had both white and sweet potatoes, and then really ain't just a Thanksgiving thing for me, but pumpkin pie, baby.
Pumpkin pie. It's sweet potato pie till I die, cuz. What's up?
Pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie. I mean, pumpkin's is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But I shouldn't say funny story, but oddly enough, I used to eat sweet potato pie all the time when I was a kid, because my grandpa made it. And this is the funny thing, that's how stuff is attached to memory. When my grandpa passed away, I was 9 when he passed. All the things that I liked / shared with him, didn't like him no more. The only one that's come back has been sweet potato pie, though. Wow. So I do like sweet potato pie, but so I'll give you an example of one of the things other than sweet potato pie. One of them was liverwurst. I'm a kid eating liverwurst like it was. So then maybe about a year or two after he passed, tried to have liverwurst again. I was like, oh yeah, Grandpa. I was like, oh, what is that? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, just some stuff, so, but yeah.
Right, and just the perfect segue to just staying on track during these holidays, man.
Yeah.
For me, it was like kind of using those calories, especially when you're eating good, you might as well put in the work while you're doing it. So Go ahead, Shuff, lead us the way.
So I'm gonna kind of talk about calling it fitness through the holidays. So I'm gonna come at it more from the coaching standpoint. So something that Kyrie brought up, we're getting, so as bodybuilders, we're thinking, extra calories, extra energy. Yep. So one of our jokes is that Black Friday workout, boy. Let me tell you something, that all sorts of pumps, and because you got all this additional food, additional fuel. Oddly enough, because I worked out with our brother Pete and my boy Trey, 2 IBB pros. Well, you guys know Pete. We always talk about Pete. Worked out with them. So thankfully, I still had some Thanksgiving food in me, so they didn't make me look small. Everything like that. But again, fitness through the holidays. The number one thing that you have to understand is your fitness level. You got to be honest with yourself, because one of the things you hear us talking about, we don't preach, you should starve, or you should, only have one this. You know what I mean? Now, if you are in a weight loss mode, you do need to be cognizant of that. So that doesn't mean you can't enjoy Thanksgiving, but that doesn't mean Thanksgiving turns into 1 meal, turns into 1 week. I know we kind of say that jokingly, but those are the things, because people go down that path. Excuse me. As a coach, I've had a few people that thought they had it all under control. And I'm just telling them, look, let's plan for like 2 or 3 plates, versus you telling me how you're going to stick and you're only going to do this. And then you end up feeling bad and you say, forget it, I'm just going to go off the rails. I'd rather plan for it. Shout out to one of my clients, Marissa. We planned for it and her check-in wasn't bad. You know what I mean? Was she up a little bit? Yes, but we was right where we wanted to be, because we planned for it. And I know she would be okay with me saying this. I asked her straight up and down, I was like, do you need 1 meal or do you need 1 day? And she said, Isaac, I need 1 day. She was honest with me. Yeah. So we planned accordingly. Because a lot of people, again, this is what it comes back to. You got to be honest with yourself. because everybody thinks they can hold out. That's like me saying I'm gonna go back to Jersey right now and not have any pizza. That would be a whole lie. That'd be a whole lie. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, know your level. That's number one. So if you are a beginner, I'm just going to tell you real talk. I'm a believer, and there's no great time to start. The best time to start is when you're ready or right now. But it's tough to start a weight loss journey during the holidays because of all the distractions that you have. You have basically the two biggest food holidays. Yes, you have your cookout holidays over the summer, but how many Christmas dinners do you have? Shoot, some families have multiple Thanksgiving dinners. So those are, let's just be real, those aren't exactly the healthiest foods and things like that. So again, we're not here to preach to you today, oh, you got to stay away from that and da, da, da. No, we want you to enjoy your family. We don't want you to be the oddball. Now, the caveat, shout out to Victor. Unfortunately, Victor was, one of our athletes, one of our teammates. He's competing this weekend, so he had to abstain a little bit on Thanksgiving because he got a show to win. So that's where there's always going to be a little caveat. But now, how do you maintain? So one is being honest with yourself, as we talked about. Number two, keep your activity level up. So that's not to say, oh, I got to go do an extra cardio, this, that, and the third. If you have the ability to do that, I'm not going to stop you. But again, it's about, you got to manage your expectations and understand what you're truly capable of. So what I say is just manage your activity. Go for a few walks. Still go to the gym, obviously, but manage your activity. Now that doesn't really that has no bound by fitness level. Now, fitness level determines how much activity. For example, Kyrie and I keeping up high activity. Hour, 2 hour long workout. Heavy weight, that kind of thing. For you, it may be instead of doing 3 walks that week, it's 5 walks. But keep your activity level up. Put that extra food to good use. So that way, when you come through these rough times, your weight isn't going up or your waist isn't going out. You just want to maintain through that. So that's why keeping your activity level up helps, because now, especially if you have a slightly lower level activity and you're able to raise it, you're going to use that extra food. So you may find that you actually lose weight during the holidays. I know that's not the most common thing, but it happens. So we have those two things, and then the third thing that I'll say, to kind of keep up with fitness through the holiday, is for my people that have trainers and coaches, don't go radio silent. Don't run away from the issues, because what happens is you make that mistake and then you say, okay, I'll talk to coach January 2nd. Get right. I'm gonna go hide, eat myself into oblivion, and then come back. That's what we do not want to see happen. We don't want to see that happen to anybody. So make sure that you're staying in, share your struggles, because there's 3 ways people kind of give up during the holiday season. So one's right after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving Day turns into Thanksgiving weekend, almost Thanksgiving week. Christmas Day turns into Christmas week, because you just say, I don't care. New Year's is around the corner, new year, new me. And then you could do the whole big one where after Thanksgiving, you say, all right, well, you know what? Starting New Year's, I'm going to get right, but I'm going to enjoy from Thanksgiving till then. Yeah. And then people that only had 20 to 30 or more pounds to lose, now they add an additional 20, 30 pounds, which, don't get me wrong, it is possible to gain that much weight in that time if you're not careful, especially if you're just in a I don't care mode. Now you've created even more work for yourself. So before I wrap and pass it over to Kay, I'll say is the key, if you take those 3 things, the key is managing it. Not about restricting, not about, I'm going to do it. Just manage it. Be honest with yourself. Be honest about your goals. And then that way you and your coach, or you and your whoever, are able to manage what you are doing through the holidays. So then that way there's minimal to no damage, and then you can continue on your journey and be, happy and healthy and all that fun stuff. So speaking of happy and healthy, Kay, how do you, navigate the holidays?
I acknowledge that I'm not a big foodie, so I'll just eat an entire thing of banana pudding. Um, True story, dog. True story. But I so there's two sides of coop, right? So there's prep coop and off season coop. This is my first. When was not show of champions? The OCB show. Was that like November? Did we have a Thanksgiving? Or was that like the
No,
weekend before?
it was 2 weeks before Thanksgiving because I went to Rhode Island right after we did that show. So it was 2 weeks before, or like 10 days, however you want to word it. So it was about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. So it was like early November.
So I didn't have a Thanksgiving in 2 years, right? So that like I was deployed last Thanksgiving, and everyone like bust out the freezer pie and everything, and they were barbecuing in the fob and stuff like that, and I had my tuna and grits, eating them, right? And they're like, "Coop, you're not gonna get a slice of key lime pie," and I'm like, "I can't." So I was supposed to talk about this later, but it's an opportunity to separate yourself. It's a big opportunity. It's like the biggest time because it's just like it's saying like, yo, like I am that dedicated to my craft. That I'm unwavering in my discipline. And you also, let's take away prep, but just like off season, you said manage. I say plan. Because now you can plan something and it's disciplined. Or you can just act out of impulse. It's like saying going to Walmart and saying, hey, I need to pick up burgers, buns, so I can make my homemade burgers, and then you leave out with Doritos because why not? I can't. What burger without chips or something like that? You see what I'm saying? Some juice. You're acting out of impulse, not discipline. So for me, that day, Thanksgiving, I knew I was gonna destroy some banana pudding. So in my plan, I laid back on the carbs early in the day. So I can put those, that banana pudding to work rather than just like, I'm eating my normal plan and then I'm going to destroy some banana pudding. Impulse. You got to plan for this type of stuff. I know we're talking about separating yourself and all that good stuff, but the number one thing about these holidays, because especially if you're like a college student, you're going home to your family, or you're grown and you're going home to your family. One, enjoy your family, enjoy the presents, enjoy the love, because it's only like that few times of year where you get to see your family. Especially with like military personnel, only a select few times, right? Enjoy it. You don't have to enjoy your family while scarfing your face. That shouldn't be a thing of just like, yeah, I need to smash 10 plates of mac and cheese and to enjoy my family. It's like saying I have to go out to drink. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, no, bro, chill out. So enjoy the presence of your family and have fun. And another thing, find your balance. Like you said, different people have different goals. So if you are in that weight loss season, then you should probably take that into account of like, okay, how many plates should I have? What would be should I load up my thing with at least some collard, some greens, some carrots, whatever it is, that broccoli and cheese casserole or whatever that thing is over there. You know what I mean? Just balance. Trying to find, hey, like, do I have to have 6, 7, 8 dinner rolls? So, and like you said, man, you took all of them, basically. It's a meal and not a day full of sweet potato pie and banana pudding, bro. It's one meal. So take that into account whenever you're going to your family's house. That Thanksgiving dinner when everything is done. You're not snacking like 8 hours before. Bring it down to that nice window and being like, okay, I can enjoy this window, this 30 to an hour window. And then tomorrow, it's a new day. Also, if you mess up, if you falter and you just scarf your face, it's cool. I promise you ain't the only one. I promise you're not the only one. But you have to get up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You have to. You can't be like, well, I already burnt down the village. Might as well just burn down the entire country. It's like, no, let's relax. Acknowledge, hey, this, and also take time to take data about yourself and your tendencies. Okay, I cannot resist mac and cheese. How can I make a strategy so I can resist, just eating a ton of mac and cheese, turkey, whatever. And then so next time, you're not going to make the same mistake. Because a mistake is only a mistake if you make it twice. You see what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's a meal. I totally forgot where I was going. Oh, yeah. If you fall, it's okay. Get back up. Because as long as you win the great majority of the days, you're okay to lose a few. There's 365 days in a year. If you can break even, you winning, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, athlete, Isaac. Have you ever gone a season without a specific holiday? I'm pretty sure you have. Last year.
So let's see. So of the food holidays,
Yeah.
So first season I didn't miss Thanksgiving because the way it timed out. I'm still mad about the lobster mac and cheese that I couldn't finish after the show. Like that. Well, I tell you, that will forever haunt me. You know what the crazy thing is? It wasn't like it was some big ass plate. I paid a lot of money for just like a little thing of it like this, but it's lobster, it's mac and cheese, and they're both very rich. And it was the last show of the season, so I've been in season, I guess at that point for 2 months. So not like it's like crazy long, but long, lean. First time I was in there eating them. I'm just sitting there looking at it and was laughing at him like, you can't finish. I was like, damn, I really can't. I tried. I was sitting there, but
mac and cheese.
Yeah. Oh, me and lobster mac and cheese are gonna get our revenge next time. I tell you, we gonna dance again. But I haven't. So I'm not like a big birthday celebrator or anything like that. But I know I've been in season for my birthday every year. So I was either in prep or I was in season. Like, so for example, Super Show was 4 days after my birthday. So I was in peak week, during my birthday this year. Then last year I was a few weeks in prep, maybe something like that. Or I just started. I think I started prep like July 1 or something like that. So my birthday was in July. So I'll probably say of a food holiday, cake, or whatever, or a day when you'd have a cheat day meal, whatever. Those are the ones I never, I never had to worry about, Christmas dinner. Thankfully, I haven't had to miss a Thanksgiving. So I've been kind of lucky with the timing. And then now being a show promoter, I'm probably going to exclusively compete in the fall.
Yeah.
Because since our show is, first half of the year. So, but what's good is I got enough shows now. Again, great question, Kay, because now we're talking about the athlete Isaac. You know what I mean? But athlete Isaac and promoter Isaac, well, the team of us is promoting, but are kind of one and the same. Whereas I really don't want to be preparing for a show or doing those kind of things while I have to put on a show for us athletes, an active athlete putting on a show, everything like that. So I say that to say, so from now on, I've done enough shows where I'm at a point where I can focus as an athlete on doing bigger shows, championship shows, things like that. Get your qualification if I need it. And then, everything like that. Also got that competitive bug out. So I don't need to try to do a crazy amount of shows, 4 or 5 tops, no more than 5. 5 is the, I know there's probably people watching this are getting ready. Like, I'm holding him to it and I'm gonna get texts and everything.
Yep. I'm gonna hold you to it, bro.
But 4 or 5 in, max really going forward. So with that being said, especially with it, being champion, shout out to my coach James. He's got a championship show on Friday. So he had to miss Thanksgiving. So I may be in that situation next year. Yeah. So, but it is what it is. I mean, to me, it's easy because pumpkin pie ain't going nowhere. My window to win championships are
bingo.
Excuse me. You know what I mean? So I only got but so long to compete and everything like that because of my goals and my dreams and what I want to do. I got about another, I probably want to compete. So I got about another 7 years of competing in me. Or being like a truly active competitor. So once I hit 45, You might see me on the stage every other year or something like that, because I'm not going to get out of shape or anything like that. But that's kind of like the way I look at it. So say that to say, I saw you gave me the Matumbo finger wag. You know what I'm saying? Like, pumpkin pie is always going to be there.
Yeah.
I got a 7-year window to accomplish what I want to accomplish, Isaac the athlete. So I gotta skip out on it sometimes. It is what it is. But I mean, I'm gonna be very real with y'all. If you know what you're doing, watch some of these bodybuilders what we eat. Just watch it. It's not always chicken, rice, broccoli. And we're talking about Olympia champions. So just watch. So, and I say that to say, I don't feel like I'm making some great sacrifice with food. I've never felt that. And I think some people will look at what we do and they think that we do. Are there times when we have to? Yes, 100%. But it's not, we've had 5 guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And look at you, look at me. I think we're all right.
Yeah, we're pretty solid.
But the key to that is, folks, it's because we don't do that every single day. Or we don't do it 3 or 4 times a day. And that's the shit that still trips, the stuff that still trips me out. Yeah, go on.
Almost.
The stuff that trips me out is, like, there was a time, like when I was a kid, even younger than Mr. Kyrie over there, when I was like a kid, like, in high school and stuff like that, I'd be eating Burger King every day, like multiple times a day and all that stuff. And, your metabolism and all that stuff, so it didn't really truly affect you. And like now at 38, I couldn't imagine eating like that all day, every day.
Yeah.
Outside of the convenience of not having to cook it and stuff like that. But man, because when you eat things that are not on plan, you feel it. A little sluggish. And,
oh man. That day that show, Alamo Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go train back after having those 5 guys. I felt terrible, bro. That was one of the worst workouts I've had in a very long time, man. It's like your body is just like, it's like literally putting a diesel fuel in a little moped. It's just like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
it was that 5 Guys sponsorship.
Yep. Yep. Oh man.
I mean, so there's one other thing I want to say about this, and I'm really, because I won't be the dead horse. So I did mention a plan, right? But Kyrie kind of went to it, kept that going about a plan. You got to manage your plan. So when you have your plan, whether it be, so Kyrie said he's going to back off of his carbs. Remember, he's a bodybuilder, so he's going to back off of his carbs so he can use that banana pudding as fuel. If you're not a bodybuilder, again, you have to have a plan, i.e., okay, I'm going to have a whole day. I've really done well for 6 months. And sometimes you'll find out that you're not able to even do a whole day at that point, but you say, I'm going to do a whole day or whatever it is. You have your plan. Then you manage that plan. So you're making sure that you are doing the things that you're supposed to do to stay on that plan. Don't spend 2 weeks planning and really being meticulous and okay, I'm going to do boom, boom, boom. And then all of a sudden you give in to impulse. Kyrie talked about. You give in the impulse, and now you're like, I can. And then next thing you know, that's how you fall off the rails. So that's why if you're going to have a plan, manage that plan so you can stay on it. Or for example, you was going to Uncle Bill's house and you was expecting that there's going to be sweet potato pie and it's pumpkin pie, and you don't like pumpkin pie for whatever's wrong with you. So now that may throw you off. How are you going to manage your plan? Are you going to say, okay, I'm just not going to have any pie? Or you say, okay, I'm going to have a little bit extra of the regular ass sweet potatoes. Maybe I'll put a little cinnamon on it to add a little bit of, sweetness to it. Like, what are you going to do? How are you going to manage your plan? So that's the thing. You have to have a plan. That's non-negotiable. You know what I mean? If you have a goal, you have to have a plan, but now how are you going to manage that plan? Because on Thanksgiving Day, you shouldn't be texting your coach. You know what I'm saying? Because your coach needs a holiday too. I'm at Uncle Bill's house and the potatoes aren't the way I thought they were going to be. So now it's like, have a little less, or I don't even want you to be that conscious. Just have the freaking potatoes. You know what I mean? It's not, as long as you don't go crazy, you're going to be good, but just be smart, manage your plan. Understand that if you went wild with these potatoes, you may not be able to have that apple pie that comes out, or or whatever. So I was saying, plan, manage your plan. Bam. And that's all I got.
Yeah, I ain't got much either. But just know, like, the Thanksgiving day, it's literally impossible for you to gain 5 pounds worth of fat in one day. It's okay. I won't say literally impossible. You would have to try. You would have to literally try to do it. So, why is Kyrie saying this? Because when you wake up the next morning and you look down at the scale and you 5 pounds up, 7 pounds up, the sodium, the water, you might have crazy family, so the stress. All of that, right? It's like all of that. You didn't gain 7 pounds worth of fat. Hell, the next day it might be gone.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. So don't be getting caught up in the numbers on that scale. And most importantly, I know I said this already, but please enjoy your family, man. Like, it's like, don't get hung, especially if you're in the off season, bro. Don't get hung. Yo, I have to separate myself. There's a time and place. Time and place. You can manage your plan, and your plan is to have just dessert or just to spend time with your family. Like, that's cool. But my guy, enjoy your time with your family. Like Isaac always says, you have to give them their flowers while they're here.
Amen.
Because, like, look, like, I don't even know how many times I went home this year. Once. And that was back in March. My dad is... Oh, he's about to be 50 next year. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, so he's about to be 50 next year. So if I do the math, I've only seen him, like, let's say once, twice a year. He has 50 more birthdays in him. That's only, 75, if that, more times I'm going to see this man in person? Put things in perspective real quick, bro.
That puts it in perspective big time.
TikTok. So kind of put your things to the side and be like, hey, yo, like, break bread with your people. Listen to your people. And be there for your people. All right? But that's it for me. You got any closing thoughts?
No, I'm good. What up, Pop? That's all I'll say.
Right?
I'm good. I'm good.
Enjoy the holidays, man. Enjoy it. Yeah, until next time.
Yep, enjoy your family. Yeah. And then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Please. All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy.
Peace.